Why, hello everybody, it's Joycelina and we are back playing Stonehearth and we are at the Lake of Joy. And look at the happy smile and happy face on our little hearthling here. Our little farmer hearthling is going and she's actually put all the stuff in its place. Everything's been planted. She's waiting for it to grow. So she is helping out along with everybody else in this little tiny mining hall that we have created. So we've got some mining and some hauling to do, and that is what they're busy doing. We want to take a look at our overall health of our citizens before we hit play and get things resumed. Jo Nyack, as we saw, is very happy, so she is in merry. Today is a good day. If we look at her character sheet, she's not happy about sleeping on the ground, nor the fact that her meal was raw, which only she can solve that problem. As soon as she levels up, we'll craft her a cook spoon and we will get her going to actually cooking food. And the lack of safety, we have yet to designate somebody to patrol. So we don't have anyone who's going to be fighting for us. We need to do that today because we are going to be expecting attacks very soon. So we need to get that going. But all of this is offset by her pioneering spirit, the fact that it's an established outpost, the sunny weather, and she ate a tasty meal. So it might have been raw, but at least it tasted good. That would be called a salad, folks. It's a salad. It's raw, but it actually can taste really good. Hopefully, that's what she's eating. Before we get done, I do have a few names I need to name, folks. First of all, Crafty Sean. You are no longer going to be Crafty Sean. It's in the character worksheet. Is that where I do it? Is that where I can change your name? That's where I can change your name. I think Crafty. I still like Crafty, but let's just call you Crafty. Crafty Typort. There you go. Now I always tell people, I'm crafty, but not that kind of crafty. But Crafty Typort, I'm hoping, will craft us some great stuff. Jo Nyack, especially as happy as she always seems to be, I can't think of her being anyone other than the lovely Rosebin. So there you go, Rosebin. Look at you. You're an awesome person. High mind. That's what I think of you, Rose. High mind. Your spirit, in real life, I'm sure your spirit is much higher, but we are happy with a spirit of 3 for our character here, Rosebin. Oh, I didn't save either of those. Let me try that again. User error. Crafty Typort. Whoops. I still want you to be Crafty Typort. Enter. That's what I needed to do, I think. Enter. There we go. Amazing what happens when you hit the enter key. And then Rosebin. Okay, so we've named our first 2. We also need, Naya the Miner. First of all, I don't know if you're going to stay. Naya the Miner never really connects with others. I am thinking with a 3 body and a 4 mind of the people we have right now, I think you're still going to be kind of a crafty kind of person. But what I'm going to want you to be, let me see your character sheet. We're going to make you Gwenzel. Welcome, Gwenzel, hit enter, to our colony here, our little hearthling abode. And that is all I have, as people have said, yes, 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 absolutely. So if you are interested in having a named character, let me know. I haven't found anyone yet that currently qualifies for what I would consider a Joycelina. Joycelina will either have to be somebody who is a fighter or a cleric of some type. And so right now we've got John the Footman is going to likely be our fighter. He's got a 4 body and a 5 spirit. In fact, while we're thinking about it, let's just go ahead and say we need some safety. I'm worried about it. So John is going to be our first footman. If you are interested in being a footman, again, comment down below and we will go ahead and set you up. So with that, we're going to fast forward. So I want to mine for goods, but I do not want to do a thing. I mean, if we wanted to, we could completely have our entire base all within the underground, which is a possibility, but it's not something I want to do with my folks here. Instead, I want to show you the building tool. Now, we have the ability to craft our own buildings. I gotta tell you, it's a little wonky, and I'm not even sure I'm expert enough to build something at this point. So what I'm going to do to start off is we have some templates that are provided. And what we need more than anything else, everybody wants a place to sleep. Nobody likes sleeping on the ground. And nobody likes sleeping in the rain. So let's go ahead, and the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to build us some sleeping quarters. Now, we haven't manufactured any beds or anything, so we're gonna go ahead and build, and it will build everything for us. If I go into the slice tool, no, not the slice tool. If I go into this tool, you'll see this is what is going to be built. Now, if I deselect the design building, you'll see where we're actually at. And Kate here is working on digging out where the floor is going to go. And that is a start to where we're gonna be. Kate here has, Rosebin has absolutely nothing to do because she has planted her crops, but none of them are ready to be harvested. So I am wondering, she's still a level 1 farmer. If I were to make another farming zone, which we do the 11 by 5, is there anything here added? Not yet. So let's just consider this fallow ground, and we'll choose a crop at a later time. Oh, look at that. She's already going in to harvest those turnips, so we're going to be able to increase our food value. So even though people are eating, we're going to increase that. That's great. As well, if I can get this harvested, this little bit right here, that would be great. But most people are going to focus in on the building. And those who aren't are busy doing things like eating. And Typort here, well, after he gets done eating, he's going to go back to crafting. He is crafting all of the items that are going to be needed for this build. Now, if I go back into the design build tool, I can click on this, and it tells me all of the items we're going to need. And those in red are ones that haven't been built yet. So Typort's going to be busy building our wooden wall lanterns. Pause. Clearly something is going on. So Typort's going to build the wall lanterns, the dresser, and the wooden door. Once those are done, the Hearthlings will be able to go about and do their business of building that. Let's get out of that. We have invaders approaching. We have named a footman none too soon. So John the footman is going after our first beasts. Let's do it in slow motion. Here we go. There's 3 of them. And John is saying, have at you. And you can see he's taking damage, which is of a little bit of concern because we don't have a cleric yet. But he's almost taken out his first little guy. What are these called? Stonelings. He's just a pebble. But he's engaged in combat. Up here, okay, Crafty has gotten level 3, which means he's, when inspiration strikes, the carpenter may now craft a specially fine quality of item, and he's gained health, which is really, really important. And then over here, speaking of health, John here is whacking away at the rocks. Now I have auto loot on, which means whatever they drop, quote unquote drop, will be auto looted and it will be marked to be picked up by a hearthling. Sometimes that can be dangerous. Once we get more beasts in, this can be dangerous because you'll have somebody come in and go, oh, I need to pick this up. And you're still in the middle of fighting things. But with that, John, we have our first victory. Woohoo! Are you happy? Now let's see what his thoughts are. Pain, he's a little scratched. His meal was raw. The sun was too bright. Dreary dining, because we don't have any place. They're sitting on the floor, sitting on the ground. Pioneering spirit, established outpost, ate a tasty meal, but he protected the town. So even though he got scratched, which is a -6, he's got a +4. I don't know what this times 3, so I don't know if it's +4 times 3 which is why he is merry. He is in a good mood because he demand. You demand, John. You demand. Again, if anyone wants to be demand, let me know. We can rename John and you can be a hearthling. An awesome hearthling that protects the town. Way to go. Way to go. So they go back there. Here, let's speed things up. They're getting ready building. We should have all the resources as far as wood and everything. We can go back to our design build to see everything has been crafted, everything has been made. It's just a matter of getting it all together and putting it together. So we could have our carpenter, now that he's a level 3. Let's see what a level 3 carpenter can actually do. He can now craft a mason's hammer. Well, that was available at level 2. Yeah, I'm not sure what was added, but I'm sure items were added that he is now able to craft for us if we wanted to. And so that is always a good thing, like the cathedral arched chairs. Let's make a couple of those. And maybe a dining table or 2, so we can set those up so even if people are eating outside, they're at least sitting at a table to do it, which will help ease their spirit. Now it takes him off the building because he was available to be building stuff while he was not crafting. And that kind of will speed things up. We want to make sure we don't assign too many people different jobs. We always want to keep a good number of workers. And for me, it's always a minimum of 2. So no matter what the size of our town, I want at least 2 people that are designated as only workers. So with that, we have them doing their work. And hopefully within the next day or 2, we'll be able to have a nice place for them to live. Okay, the sun is coming up. Rosebin is over here harvesting more. She's doing a great job keeping us fed. Oh, we have our daily update. This is very, very important. We have enough food. We have enough worth, so we're able to accept our first new settler. Who do we have? Ella Pounder has joined the Lake of Joy. Where's she coming in? There she is. Let's look a little bit, see what Ella is all about. She is a 1-1-2. We could have worse. We could have a 1-1-1, but Ella is pretty much as bad as they get, folks. So if you want to be like the worst villager in the town, put a comment down below. We'll go ahead and designate you as Ella. Let me know if you want to be Ella. I can certainly change that name for you. Look at that. She is not scared. She loves all the different weather systems, and she's definitely a jokester. The joke's on us. She's a 1-1-2. Thanks, Ella. Welcome. Welcome, one and all. You will forever be a worker. I mean, forever. We're not going to have you doing anything else. Get used to building, because, Chica, that's your job. I'm also going to set this stuff up to be harvesting, but they're going to be building before they harvest, which is fine with me. But once they're done, this stuff does need to get harvested for our benefit in the future. I got to tell you, I'm a little disappointed with Ella. We had all the hope in the world, and Ella dashed our hopes. But it's fairly quiet. We need to get this built. And so what I will do is I will pause here, and I won't pause, but you will pause, and actually magically you will appear when either something else interesting happens or our building is ready. So we will be back in a bit. Look, I didn't even get to finish my sentence, be back in a bit, and a rugged survivalist stops by with her wares. Honey, I got no money to buy stuff. I've got 10 gold. And I'm not selling you anything because I need all the stuffs to do the stuffs. So, thanks for stopping by. But we're going to say no. Just say no. Okay, now I'll be back in a bit. Invaders are approaching. Where are they at? Oh, now this is an interesting conundrum. These are up above. where we're at. Now we could build ladders and then go up. Oh, look, you made me miss. You made me miss the celebration. Yay! We now have a place for people to sleep, and we've got food that's going to rot up above there. Okay, we have these bad guys. They're way up here. We could just let them sit, or we could build a ladder up here. Whoops. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Cancel. I wanted the ladder to go all the way up. And then our footmen can climb up the ladder and go get them. Let's see what happens. Anyone? Anyone? Are they all sleeping? Everybody's like sleeping. No one's bothering to build the ladder. We have enemies up top, folks. Oh, there we go. Now, who are you? Who are you? Kate's going up. She's put the ladder. Oh, now they're going to come down. See, they're going to come down. They're going to say, oh, there's a ladder. Let's get on down here. I don't know. What are you doing? There's a bunny. Are you a cultist? Come here. Come here. Kate, are you a cultist? No. I have no idea why you went over and decided to worship the bunny. Meanwhile, John here is busy fighting the rocks again. His health had just gotten good, and now it's back down. So, by creating this ladder, that means anything that is on this level that spawns any bad guys will now be able to come get us. And I'm okay with that. I really don't like having it be to where just a small number of things can get at you. So look at how far we'll be able to get. Ooh, what is this? I'm not going to go there now because we only have one footman, but that might be something we can research in the future. But it gives us a lot more spawning area of things that can come and eventually attack us. So anything, like I said, anything up until here. Oh, and see, there's something over here. Wait a second, am I cut in half? Nope. I don't know what this is. That should be interesting. We'll have to investigate that once we have a full force of people. Okay, we have a daily update. Have we made any improvements? Let's pause the game because people are just standing around. Our daily update says, we have enough food, we have enough net worth. A new settler, please be more than a 112. Except John Grail. We have a second John. John Grail. Tell me about yourself. A 325. Again, body is low, spirit is high. They are a loner and a green thumb. So it looks like John here might be somebody who can replace Rosebin. Once Rosebin becomes the cook, they can become a farmer. But for now, we'll just go ahead and let him be the worker bee that we need him to be. And everybody's kind of standing around. We got stuff to do. We set up the beds there. There's 4, but we have 7 people. So let's go ahead and maybe we put it in here. Let's do a little slice. Let's mine out a little bit more area. A young cook has arrived. I will worry about you in a minute, cook. Let's go ahead and mine out that area. That's an awfully big area, but they'll get busy at it. We can put the remaining beds so at least people are sleeping in beds and indoors. But we need to give our, oh no, he's gonna go off to work. You're gonna go mine? Okay, Typort, thanks for doing that. A young cook has arrived with a trunk full of breakfast foods. Yeah, see, we still only have 10 gold. And what can we sell? I don't know that I want to sell anything. I do want to put some seeds out. So, yeah, thanks for stopping by, Ganner, but we're still trying to be self-sufficient. Okay, let's see about a berry bush. Make sure it is equidistance here. There we go. And what do we have here? More bright bell seeds. Let's set a second row of bright bell seeds. There we go. That should be good. 10 small crates. When did I make 10 small crates and why? Probably because I wanted to move things into crates rather than just sitting there. So let's put in at least a few of these over here. And once they get put in, we'll designate them only for food. We're going to try to get our food stored. It will last a little bit longer if we do that. So, okay, well, it looks like we've got some put in. Now again, just like our stockpiles, we have them designated as none, so that first up, they're not gonna just start putting a bunch of stuff in there. And it gives us a little bit of control over what gets put in the bins that we set down. So we'll go ahead and do that. How are they doing with the mining? Oh, they're doing a great job. In fact, there's probably enough room for some of these beds. Let's get it as close to the wall as we can. There, 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 there. And we'll do one more over here. There. Once those get placed, that will make them much happier. Rosebin has achieved farmer level 2. That's given her some more things. I think we've come over here to our fallow ground. Can I select it? Now we can designate it as a new crop. You can see she now can make silkweed, bright bell, which are both, this is a fiber that can feed us once we get a weaver. We'll need that, and that will be important. Bright bell, which is a healing herb, that will be important to have something ongoing, but also corn. So let's go ahead and designate this as corn, and that should help level her up as well. So that's great. Also, you know, one of the debuffs that people probably have now, so if I were to look at Ella, it doesn't seem she has it, but some of them say they don't like to have a shared bed. Do any of them? Are any of them concerned about sharing beds? No, they're just glad they have a bed. So much better now. Okay. Well, then I'm going to leave that alone. There's beds for everyone if they need it, but if they don't, everybody can share beds in here and they'll be happy. I think the next thing we want to start on, I don't know if we'll complete it, is we want to start working on crafter-specific buildings. So there is an option for us to be able to have a place designated just for Typort. And it would be, maybe, the carpenter house. So we can set up a carpenter house right away. So I think that would be a great idea. Give us a little bit of room in the center. We'll have like a little center courtyard area. One of the things is we already have the wooden crafting bench, so we don't need that. So we can go ahead and erase it. But then everything else we're going to want to have just as is. So we can say, go ahead and build. And he's going to get busy making all of these items. And everybody else is going to get busy digging in the spot and making sure we have enough wood. Let me check again. Do we have enough wood? We do. We have 20 logs and we need 15 to get this house done. However, once he starts doing these items, that's going to take some of our wood as well, and we're going to run out of available wood. So let's come over here. Let's take our biggest trees and assign them to be harvested. So we'll harvest that one because it's full-sized, and we'll harvest that one. That should be enough wood for us to do all of the things for the carpenter hut. We have a daily update. Do we have enough resources? Let's see. And food, yes. Net worth, yes. We have a new settler who would like to join our town. Let's accept. And we have Tayden Burleyhands. I don't know if you recognize that last name. Burleyhands. Mayor Burleyhands is the chief of all ascendancy. So we have this fella, Tayden, who is a 1-3-3 again. Not gonna be a fighter. I'm a little concerned. Might be a crafter of some type, but I definitely don't want them to be a cleric of any type. So, yes, we might make Taden a weaver. I think I'm more likely to move Gwenzil to the job of weaver sometime soon. Rufus Garrow has arrived with wares to sell. Some very nice stuff. I think one thing we can't sell is any excess beds that we have. Nope, that's only for, we put down all our beds. So let's go ahead and sell all these small crates. That will at least give us a little bit more gold. So we're slowly eking up. Slowly. Yeah, we're not interested in buying any of their items. We will get a mason soon enough and be able to craft our own items. So thanks, Rufus, but no thanks. There you go. It looks like we are getting those trees for the logs. Definitely a piece that is necessary for us to complete this little house. So, just like last time, magically poof, this will change into a completed house in just a bit. Okay, we are not done building, but one thing we are done with is all of the food that has gone to waste. We have been so great at manufacturing and putting together all the food. Some of the stuff that we had brought in early on is already disgusting. You can hear the flies. Blech. And the only way to get rid of it is using the destroy tool, so the eraser, and saying, yes, destroy this. So we're gonna have to go through and every single one destroy all of the yucky, disgusting food. Let's destroy. Okay, hopefully I'll get this done, and when we come back, we'll actually have a completed house. And no flies buzzing around, making everything disgusting. Ugh. Invaders are approaching. We've got more of the Stonelings. Hopefully, oh, and see again, they've interrupted. Celebrate, celebrate. That's all done. Good. Have at them. How about you? How about you, little Stonelings? Death to you all. Oh, yep, doing well. Now John's here is a little hungry, but you know. Okay, and the bird has returned, but you know what? I don't have time for you, Harold. We're in the middle of fighting a battle. And we gotta make sure John here is successful and not hurt. Phew. Okay, so we have a place for the carpenter to live. The bird has returned. Another letter. The messenger bird returns with a reply from Mayor Burleyhands. The letter has bite marks and is slightly drooled on. Harold is doing his best. Okay, we'll open the letter. Congratulations on your founding. Your outpost has been entered into the registry. Consider yourselves official. Her Majesty's Outpost of Lake Joy. It is a nice ring to it, I think. An inspirational banner design as well. All of us here are eager of your success. The letter continues. As your outpost grows towards settlement status, you will start to attract new immigrants. Oh my gosh, wait a sec. I gotta move. I've gotta move from all the buzzing flies. Good Lord have mercy. As your outpost grows towards settlement status, you will start to attract new immigrants. Your hearth now is only a spark of what it will one day become. I have faith it will be a beacon seen all across the ascendancy. In conclusion, take the time to consider what you consider most important, what you wish that beacon to stand for. Prosperity, happiness, strength, each is a noble pursuit. Wishing you the best of luck. Yours in the capital, Mayor Burleyhands. P.S. A small gift for you from my personal garden. Frost snap seeds. Thanks! Okay, Sark Blackhammer has arrived with equipment to sell. I don't think I have time. I don't have anything. Oh. I'm gonna get what I need in just a moment. No, No, I'm not gonna, you have more, no, that's for me to sell. I'm not selling those either. Okay, go away. I don't, daily update. Food, net worth. We have yet a new, number 9 accepted. We have Arwen Nonyak has joined the Lake of Joy. Arwen is another worker right now. Arwen, what is your take? 6 of spirit, 4 of body. We have found ourselves a cleric, folks. He's a passionate trapper. I'm sorry that you're a passionate trapper. You will never achieve your life dream. There is no way. Arwen, before we even do anything else, I am setting you. You are going to be our cleric. You're going to be our cleric from day 1, whether you like it or not. Where are you at? Go away. Where are you at? Arwen, I have way too many workers and not enough people doing what I need them to do. Change jobs? It won't be trapper. It's an herbalist. Bum, ba-da-dum. There you go. Now you can make potions galore. So in order to do that, the first thing we need to do is have you make a potion workbench. There you go. And while you're busy doing that, I'm going to be busy saying, look at what we've accomplished. We've gotten 2 buildings built. Oh, by the way, this exclamation point here is that these need to be designated. I would like you to have wood coming to you. And you, I would like you to have wood coming to you. Whoops, I forgot to hit that button. There you go. So they will put all the wood in there, which is great. And we also need to move this right there. So our carpenter can craft in there. The last thing we want to do is come in here and designate. We can designate the beds for individuals. And this belongs to Typort. Typort, you have your own bed. You are the first person to have your own bed, Typort. Congratulations. Everybody else is envious. They're just looking at the wood in your beautiful house. And then they're off to eat at their wonderful tables out in the middle of nowhere. And with that, folks, I'm going to say that this has been a great episode. We've gotten some work done. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, leave a like down below. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It helps you find out if I'm doing anything, if I've posted up anything new, and it helps me know that you're actually interested in what it is I'm doing. So leave a like, subscribe, and with that, I will see you. Oh, it's nighttime. I will see you next time.